We see it every day. One animal pushing another with the force of their will. Today, Jane Andrews shares how letting go of having all of the answers has its benefits. This is A Walk in the Park.
My life got a whole lot better the day I realized that I couldn't change someone else. In any given situation, I had to come to understand that the only person I could change was myself. But that seemed to me, and to others, like I was admitting to defeat. I remember thinking that I was intelligent enough to find new ways to get my point across. I would wake up another day and try again. When I think back at those times, I wonder how much time I actually wasted. There is a funny saying that I once heard in the South: "You can't learn 'em," sounding like a poor and proper attempt to mean you can't teach someone anything. I now look at that phrase a little deeper. We cannot make someone learn. They either will or they won't. I remember thinking of the horrible consequences this loved one would face if I didn't spell it out 2 or 3 more times to get them to see. What I didn't see was that by pushing my agenda on them, I was robbing them of the dignity and respect of experiencing the consequences themselves. I wasn't letting others think for themselves. Letting go of the argument means letting go of the results, and not for "I told you so" purposes either. When my children became adults, had their own income, paid their own bills, that's when I became hands-off. My input was no longer needed nor appropriate unless solicited. They expected me to be the same mom with all the answers that they didn't want. But why would they need to think if I was doing all the thinking for them? A funny thing happened after years of letting them think for themselves. I was happier because I could finally have a complete train of thought for myself. And my daughters got used to the fact and actually respected me for staying out of their business. Who would have thought? There are people I come across every day that you could say, "You can't learn them," especially in traffic. But I have to remember I never learned anything by the force of someone else's will.
You've been listening to A Walk in the Park with Jane Andrews, broadcasting each week at this time. A Walk in the Park is brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited on Route 2 in Warwick.